Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive into something a little different today?
Always. What have you got for us?
Well, I was looking into this career acceleration program called Navigate Your Path,
Okay.
NYP for short.
Right.
And what really caught my eye was how they bring together faith, leadership, tech, and entrepreneurship all in one program.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a 6-month program.
Right.
And they put a lot of emphasis on personal branding and networking,
Oh, wow.
which is so important these days, you know?
Absolutely.
Plus, there's a whole graduation ceremony with keynote speakers, and you get access to their alumni network when you're done.
Really?
Yeah. So it's definitely not your average career prep course.
It sounds like they're going beyond the usual resume building workshops.
Right.
What I find interesting is that a lot of career programs just focus on those hard skills.
Yeah.
But NYP seems to understand that it's about so much more than that.
Exactly.
It's not just it's how you apply it, your mindset, your leadership abilities,
Right.
all of that.
And it looks like they've structured the entire program around that.
How so?
Well, each month focuses on a different angle. Like,
Yeah.
month 1 is clarity and foundation.
Okay.
Month 2 is mastery and positioning.
Got it.
Month 3 is own it and networking. Then there's accountability and implementation.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, volunteering, CV building, monetization, and graduation.
That's quite a comprehensive approach.
I know, right?
It's smart to build a solid foundation before diving into more specialized skills.
Yeah,
Especially in a market where everything's changing so rapidly.
it is.
You need to be adaptable.
Definitely.
You need that ability to pivot and learn new things quickly.
Exactly. And it seems like they get that because they've got Cornelius leading the whole thing.
Okay, yeah.
He has this amazing background in tech education and career development.
Oh, wow.
So it's not just theory with him.
Right.
He's actually been in the trenches, you know?
It sounds like his passion for mentorship is evident in the program's design.
It really is.
He seems invested in helping people navigate not just the job market, but their entire career.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So let's dig into that month 1 clarity and foundation.
Okay.
I was actually really surprised by how much they pack into that first month.
Really? Like what?
It's not just about figuring out what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
They actually help you with things like optimizing your LinkedIn profile and crafting your career narrative,
I see.
which are things that most people put off until way later.
That's brilliant, though.
Isn't it?
In today's world, your online presence is often the first impression you make.
Exactly.
Having a strong LinkedIn profile and knowing how to tell your story effectively can make all the difference,
Yeah,
especially early on.
for sure.
It's about setting yourself up for success from day one.
Totally. And I can see how that flows right into month 2, mastery and positioning.
Right.
Because it's not just about learning the technical stuff, it's also about tackling imposter syndrome and learning to position yourself as an expert.
They address imposter syndrome.
They do.
That's so important
It is.
because so many people struggle with that.
And they really emphasize the importance of real-world projects.
I was going to ask about that.
Oh, yeah.
Are we talking about hypothetical case studies, or do participants actually get involved in real-world initiatives?
It seems like they strike a balance between both.
Oh, okay.
You know, like some past examples include developing marketing strategies for local businesses,
Interesting.
designing user interfaces for new apps,
Okay.
and even creating content for established tech blogs.
Wow. That's a lot more hands-on than I expected.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's about bridging that gap between theory and practice.
For sure.
And then they jump right into networking in month 3.
Oh, wow. So soon.
Yeah, they call it Own It and Networking.
I like that.
And it seems to focus on strategic networking, building genuine connections,
Okay.
and becoming comfortable in professional settings.
I admit, that's the part I always struggle with.
Me too. Networking can feel so forced and awkward sometimes.
Exactly.
But they seem to approach it in a way that's more about building those relationships and showcasing your authentic self.
It sounds like they're encouraging people to be themselves
They are.
rather than trying to fit into some mold.
Yeah, and they also emphasize the importance of developing a CEO mindset.
A CEO mindset. What do they mean by that?
That's a great question.
It's about cultivating that proactive visionary approach that CEOs bring to their companies,
Okay,
but applying it to your own career.
got it.
It's about setting goals, taking calculated risks, and constantly seeking growth opportunities.
So it's not just about climbing the corporate ladder.
No.
It's more about designing your own path.
Exactly.
Even if that means, you know, starting your own thing.
Exactly. And NYP seems to equip you with the tools and mindset to do just that.
That's amazing.
Then comes the accountability and implementation phase.
Right. Months 4 and 5.
Yeah.
This is where a lot of programs fall short, in my opinion.
I agree.
You get all this information, but then...
Yeah, you need that follow-through.
Exactly. It's easy to lose momentum without the right support.
That's why they've built in accountability groups and continued project work.
Oh, that's smart.
It's about keeping that momentum going, refining your skills, and building a portfolio that showcases your capabilities.
And that portfolio aspect is so important these days.
It is.
It's not just about listing skills on a resume anymore.
Nope.
It's about having tangible proof of what you can do.
Absolutely.
Did they share any standout examples of portfolios from past participants?
Well, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
One that comes to mind is this participant who completely redesigned their portfolio as part of the program.
Wow.
They went from a basic resume and cover letter to a full-blown interactive website.
Really?
Showcasing their design skills, coding projects, even client testimonials.
That's incredible.
They actually landed their dream job before even graduating from the program.
No way. That's so inspiring.
It is.
It sounds like they really focus on those career sustainability strategies that we talked about earlier.
They do.
What exactly does that entail?
So it's about developing a long-term vision for your career.
Okay.
Not just focusing on landing the next job.
Right.
It's about building a personal brand, cultivating a network, and constantly learning and adapting to stay ahead of the curve.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not just about finding a job.
Right.
It's about building a sustainable career that you're passionate about.
And that passion is what will ultimately fuel your success.
I love that.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the grand finale, month 6.
The culmination of everything.
Volunteering, CV, building monetization, and graduation.
It's quite a month.
It's like the culmination of everything they've been building towards.
Exactly.
I was curious about the volunteering component.
Oh, yeah.
How does volunteering fit into a career acceleration program?
It's about strategic volunteering.
Okay.
They encourage participants to find opportunities that align with their career goals,
That makes sense.
allowing them to gain practical experience, build their network, and make a real-world impact.
So it's not just about checking a box.
Yeah.
It's about finding opportunities that will actually benefit your career in the long run.
Precisely.
And then there's the focus on monetization.
Right.
This isn't just about finding a job.
Right.
It's about exploring different ways to leverage your skills, whether that's freelancing, consulting, or even launching your own business.
I like how they acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Because most programs focus solely on traditional employment.
Exactly.
But NYP seems to acknowledge that the future of work is much more fluid and entrepreneurial.
And they empower participants to become creators.
Yes.
Not just consumers in the job market.
Exactly.
And then, of course, there's the graduation ceremony.
The grand finale.
Keynote speakers, awards, networking with fellow graduates and industry leaders.
It's a big celebration.
It sounds like a pretty incredible way to cap off the program.
It is.
I was also wondering about that alumni network. How active is it? Do graduates actually stay connected and support each other?
From what I gathered, the Alumni Network is a vibrant and engaged community.
That's great.
They have online forums, regular meetups, and even mentorship opportunities.
Really?
It's a powerful resource for graduates as they navigate their careers.
It's like having a built-in support system as you embark on this new chapter.
Exactly.
And that sense of community is something that really sets NYP apart.
It does.
But it's not just the tangible benefits.
Right.
It's the intangible ones that really stand out to me.
Like what?
You're talking about that CEO mindset again, that confidence and self-belief.
It's about empowering individuals to become the best versions of themselves,
I see.
both professionally and personally.
Okay.
They cultivate a growth mindset, encourage risk-taking, and instill a belief that anything is possible.
It's like they're not just training you for a job.
Right.
They're training you for life.
That's a powerful way to put it.
It is.
They're equipping individuals with the skills, knowledge, and mindset to not just survive, but thrive in today's world.
And that brings us back to that initial question.
What's that?
What makes this program so unique?
Yeah.
Is it the faith element, the leadership focus, or the blend of technology and entrepreneurship?
I think it's the seamless integration of all those elements.
Yeah.
They've created a program that goes beyond just career development.
Right.
It's about personal transformation.
It's about empowering individuals to find their purpose and make a real impact in the world.
Exactly.
And that's something truly special.
It is.
So we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We talked about the month-by-month breakdown, the incredible facilitator Cornelius, the tangible and intangible benefits, and what sets NYP apart.
Yeah, a very thorough overview.
But I have one final question for you, dear listener.
Yeah.
What if you had that clarity, the
Yeah.
skills and the connections to really make waves in your field?
It's a powerful thought.
What would that look like for you?
Yeah. What would that look like?
Is this Navigate Your Path program that missing piece you've been searching for?
It's a question worth pondering.
It is.
If you're feeling stuck in your career.
Yeah.
Or maybe you have that feeling that there's something more out there. This program might be that catalyst you need.
We've only scratched the surface here.
We have.
But hopefully this deep dive has given you a sense of what this journey could look like.
It's a journey worth taking.
It is.
It's not just about landing a job.
Right.
It's about crafting a fulfilling career, a life with purpose and impact.
So if you're ready to take charge of your future and map out your own path to success,
Yeah.
I definitely recommend looking into the program.
It might be just what you need.
It might be.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see you at that graduation ceremony.
That's right. Until next time, keep exploring and keep diving deep.